Welcome to day 395 of our Deso journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein here with my twin brother Brian. And remember, these videos are being sponsored by NFT Tech. They are an investor in Cloutfeed. So before we get to some of today's news, Brian, do you have today's diamond question of the day?
Yeah, so just answer this question in the comments below this video on Deso, and we'll give you 3 or 4 diamonds. And today's question is simple. What is your 5-year plan on Deso? So what do you plan on doing on Deso over the next 5 years? And I'll just quickly say what ours is, or mine is at least. Number one, continue to build NFTZ into a thriving Deso ecosystem for NFTs. Number two, continue building our Krasenstein account over the next several years. I think social tokens are going to be huge. So I think there's an advantage in building an account up early. And number three is just hold our Deso long and strong, no matter where it goes. If it goes to $1, or if it goes to $5,000, I think we're going to be holding most of our Deso pretty strongly over the next 5 years.
We do day trade it sometimes, so minus that.
So yeah, so I actually bought a separate bunch of Deso on Coinbase outside of what we owned already. And sometimes I trade that little bunch of it, but we haven't sold a single Deso on Deso at all thus far.
Yeah, and I think I'll add to that answer and say that we'll continue making these videos for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to the news.
Yeah, so Verified Creators, they reached out to us. Of course, they are doing a giveaway where they're giving $100 away to one Web3 creator, and that's happening today. And they reached out to us and asked us to do it live on the show. So what happened is they gave us 14 names who are finalists, and we're going to put them in the wheel of the wheel of what do you call it? The wheel of names.com, and randomly select one of these winners. And I'll just quickly do the rundown of the names that are the finalists. It is Aries, the NFT creator, Intandies, W Riga, Goldberry, Broken Pixels, IRM, F Tanix, Afro Arts, Smurry Leaks, Mara Kimona, Hindsight Profit, DOZ, BitClout's Brain, and Scott Zirkle. So I'm going to show you on my phone what we're doing here. It might not really show up too well, but you can at least see that we're doing it honestly. You can see the actual wheel right there. Can you see that?
You're not showing it. Move the phone up on their screen. No, you're not holding it to the camera, Brian.
Oh, is that good? So that's what it is.
The camera's up top. You realize that, right?
Yeah. So that's what's being shown right now.
It's kind of hard to see that. You can hold it closer.
So yeah, let me just figure this out really fast. So we got to get it like that.
So the camera's at the top of your screen.
I know. Okay. So how's that? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click this, and it's going to randomly select one of these winners. And this person's going to win $100 from Verified Creators, and it is.
Get it closer. Hold it right up to that camera.
Aries, the NFT creator.
No, where are you holding it?
It's hard for me to really see. So Aries, the NFT creator, is the winner.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. We can't see it.
It doesn't matter if you can see it or not. It's tough because I'm doing it from my phone, and
I think you're rigging the competition.
So congrats to Aries, the NFT creator. Let's give them some congratulations.
Oh, yeah, congratulations.
And thanks to Verified Creators for that. Sorry, it was a little bit of a mess. But Verified Creators, if you haven't checked them out, check them out. They're doing great things and verifying users on Deso. I think it's super important what they're doing, and Randir and the whole team behind it.
I just want to show you something. This is how you hold your phone up to your.
And so this is the problem. No, this is the problem. See? What I did, I have the wheel on the center of my screen on my computer. So I first camered it. So I couldn't do that without messing up.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. I thought you were just a little slow. So today's news, Cloutfeed has big things coming. Last week, they previewed a huge announcement coming today on Monday. I don't know what time it's coming, but it's coming sometime today. They did make a post yesterday saying big things are coming in the next weeks, and today is the start. So I guess there's a lot of things that are coming, and today is the beginning of that. I expect it to be something huge. I'm going to be following the feed all day today.
Yeah, and we need something big because there's definitely a lull in activity, a lull in excitement, I think. And I think that's definitely going to change over the course of the next month or so, especially with DAO rolling out and the hard fork rolling out. But we need something exciting, and I think Cloutfeed's going to give that to us.
Yeah, and Diamond has an announcement or a giveaway they're doing today.
Yeah, so Diamond is announced yesterday that they're giving away a Pixel Pirate NFT. And all you have to do is follow Use Diamond on Twitter. So their username on Twitter is Use Diamond. Like and retweet the post they posted. If you go to their account, you'll see what I mean. And tag 3 friends. And you'll be entered into the contest for a really cool Pixel Pirate.
I love the idea of using Twitter to kind of promote this stuff because you kind of onboard people onto Deso. But I love Pixel Pirates as well. Mubs is, of course, one of the guys behind Pixel Pirates, and just I think it's a great project.
Yeah, I love that project. I love the whole NFT community. I hope the activity picks back up because there's really some great art out there.
So yesterday we talked a bit about subscriptions, and we mentioned Dolinsky and others who are working on subscription models. And we talked about how we think it's a really good idea. Dharmesh Shah, on the other hand, from HubSpot, doesn't really think that's what's needed on Deso right now. And it's not like not that he doesn't like the idea, but he doesn't like the fact that we're all focused on the supply side of things rather than the demand side. And I'll just read quickly what he said. He said, not that this wouldn't be useful, but they're another feature that skew towards the supply side. Creator coins, NFTs, DAOs have all been ways to support supply side features, but haven't really driven any demand side improvement. My worry is that subscriptions will be similar. Many people will offer subscriptions, supply, but will fail to find subscribers, demand. And, I do have to agree with that. You can bring subscription on board, but if you don't have people coming in to fulfill that supply, is not going to take off. Just like, creator coins have kind of died out. There's not people out there to buy creator coins. NFTs have sort of died out because there's just not NFT collectors coming to Deso to buy Deso NFTs. So that's a problem. And DAOs, we haven't really seen it yet, but if there's not people out there to buy into the DAOs, we're not going to have successful DAOs launching. And of course, we can't determine how that's going to go yet because DAO hasn't launched. But if the demand side isn't taken care of, like Dharmesh says, I agree 100%. Subscriptions aren't going to work either.
Yeah, and we've seen this argument go back and forth. Like we've seen Nader and Dharmesh talk about this publicly, I think probably about a month and a half ago. And it's clear that Nader's of the line of thinking that we increase the supply of features, we roll out DAOs, we roll out NFTs, we roll out all these really cool things, and demand will follow. And Dharmesh is more of the line of thinking is be simplistic, don't roll out too much on the supply side, build that demand, and then later on you can add features and you'll have the demand there for those features to thrive. So I think it's kind of like a chicken before the egg type thing. And Nader might be the egg comes first and Dharmesh might be the chicken comes first. But I think both sides could be correct. Might be a kind of a combination of both that is actually the right answer.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like demand hasn't really been addressed. There really hasn't been too much to address demand. There's been some advertising that's been taking place, some of the social media personalities that are putting the word out about Deso, but it hasn't really brought active users onto Deso. It has brought people into buying Deso on the open market, but then, the price has fallen back down to $33. So have they sold? Probably a good deal of them have sold.
So I think that it kind of goes back to the fact that Nader and most of the team are builders, so they can build these features, but they're not really marketers. So I think they're concentrating on supply and supply features, by building these and working hard, head down, working like crazy hard on all these features, but they don't have the experience in marketing, I don't think. And yeah, I think they brought some people on that are starting to do that, which is great. But I think as we move forward past this hard fork, we're going to really need to like put our heads down and work towards the marketing aspects of things and bring people on, bring that demand here.
Yeah, I think after DAO, I mean, DAO, hopefully they really push DAO hard. It brings people into Deso. Those people see creator coins, they see maybe subscriptions in the future, they see all the other features, the NFTs on Deso, and maybe that kind of sparks things. That's my hope, is that after DAO launches, they spend millions and millions on marketing to bring people on board. You know, they have $200 million, throw $20 million to market Deso heavily for, you know, a couple months and see what happens, and see if, take the positives that bring people in from that marketing campaign and multiply it by, you know, 3 and do it again, just in the positive direction. I think that's how you have to do it. And I think you hit a point where if you can bring enough people in through marketing, it's going to start growing organically. But until then, you know, it's just the organic growth, I don't think is really going to happen.
Right. Yeah.
So
So
Elon Musk, we're back to the topic of Elon Musk buying Twitter. And it seems like Twitter might be poised to take his offer. And that comes as a bit of a surprise to a lot of people. We thought, you know, the deal was kind of dead. He didn't offer enough. Twitter wasn't interested. But it seems like things may have switched. And Elon
yeah,
Musk might actually take Twitter private.
yeah. Within the last hour, I actually saw this thanks to 100 on DSO. Reuters released a story and it says Twitter set to accept Musk's original $43 billion offer. And it goes on and says Twitter is poised to agree a sale to Elon Musk for around $43 billion in cash, the price the chief executive of Tesla has called his best and final offer for the social media company, people familiar with the matter said. So it looks like Twitter is going to sell to Elon Musk. I mean, we don't know for sure, but that's the way things look to be headed. And I mean, there's going to be ramifications across all the social media, Web2 and Web3 properties because of this. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing for Deso. I would lean towards it being a good thing, because I think it's going to open some eyes up to some Web3 I guess features, because I'm willing to guess that Elon is at least considering at least some partial Web3 features within Twitter, but that's just a guess.
Where do we go from there? Does Dogecoin become used on Twitter?
You know, I don't know. I mean, something like that wouldn't surprise me. And I mean, I don't know if that's the best way to go about it, but with Elon at the helm, who knows?
Well, that's the thing. Elon's at the helm, so it's basically his decisions, right?
Yeah, I mean, he said he wants to keep on a lot of the shareholders. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of centralizing things even further in my mind, from thousands and thousands of shareholders to probably just a handful of shareholders. But we'll see what happens, and maybe he'll do something to
Maybe a DAO.
decentralize things.
Maybe he can do something with a DAO, you know, where users become DAO holders somehow. I don't know. And then what? Do the people who have been banned from Twitter get unbanned? Does Donald Trump get unbanned? Do we get unbanned?
I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, it's definitely going to keep our eyes on that. Any chance that something with Deso happens, you think?
I mean, anything is possible. I just I don't think they're going to integrate with Deso. I don't think that's, at least not in Elon's mind right now, but who knows? A lot can change in the next several months.
All right, so let's get on to the top hashtags from the last 24 hours.
Yeah, so the number one hashtag, once again, is verify women of Deso, followed by Deso, NFT, Web3, and photography.
I like that verified women of Deso is still number one. That's good.
Yeah, nice to see that up there. And then the top earners of the last 24 hours, according to Open Prosper, $2,907 was earned by 1,373 creators. The number of creators is up. Whether there are bots in there, I'm not sure, but it looks like probably not. So that's a good sign. 6 creators earned at least one D, so that's down quite a bit. It's usually around 10 to 12. DAO was a number one earner at $1,973, followed by Supernovas, KM Bucks, Big Bang Beaver, Diego Robot, Joe Jerome, Unicat, Deanne 4IK, Mario Nawfal, and Krasenstein.
What caused us to earn? Like,
You know,
did
I
we
don't
earn?
know. It was only $17, so maybe we got like 5 diamonds or something. Or I don't know. It's a good
And
question.
welcome
Actually.
back. Using Open Prosper's welcome back page for people who have been gone for at least 30 days and have come back. Welcome back, Dirty Milk, DRTYMLK. He had been gone for 56 days and he came back and replied to a meme post by Fat Walrus. Hopefully Dirty Milk's back. He's an OG of Deso who's been around. I guess he took almost a 2-month break, but hopefully he's back. Hopefully he's back for good.
Yeah.
And Etienne Krause is back after a 47-day absence. And he just came back, made a post with using Cloutfeed asking what are the changes that he's missed. So definitely go interact with Etienne Krause. Hopefully you're back as well, Etienne. And congratulations for making it back. I just want to touch on the community events for today at 11 a.m. Eastern time on Clubhouse is Music Monday, Decentralized Music with chats today, Miss Katie Ann, Michelle Lord, Rhubarb, GJ Art, Dr. Rob, French Connector, Alendez, DOZ, Mercury, Maintain the Reason, Extinct, St. Lanes, and Don't Tell Mom. And I don't know, Scott Page might be there from Pink Floyd. I know he said he'd try and show up. I don't know if he's still planning on that, but definitely check that room out, 11 a.m. Eastern time on Clubhouse today. And at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Entra, there's a town hall with CEO Michael Mara and Sean Tron. Those are definitely fun. Check that out at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Entra. You can go to joinentra.com. And at 9 p.m. Eastern time on Clubhouse is DOZ's special room. And I probably won't be able to make it. It's a little late for me, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I definitely suggest trying to make this room. It's the introduction of Wavepool X, which the URL is going to be wavepoolx.io. It's DOZ's new streaming audio and visual NFT player. So it's a whole new thing with bringing music and audio and all kinds of visuals into NFTs. I saw a preview of it at the NFT, at the meetup in LA a couple weeks ago. DOZ is going to be there, Rhubarb, Maintain the Reason, Tropics, Don't Tell Mom, Play Perry Music, MP3, Tony Jones, Alendez, Goldberry, and more. So a lot of musicians are going to be there talking about this new Deso native app that DOZ has created, Wavepool X. Remember that, because I think you're going to be hearing a lot about that in the future. So I think that's all we have for today. Everybody have a great day, and we will talk to you tomorrow.